Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. Saturday for most of us. Good day to Australia, Sunday for you guys. We had that incredible new moon in Aquarius yesterday. And I feel like Aquarius is going to start out slow and then whack. All of a sudden, all these incredible, amazing shifts and changes that are going to take place. I'm just going to lower this. Ring lights are so like, ugh, to me. But how are you guys feeling this last week? The energy, I've been so sluggish. I feel like, I hope it's not just me. I even did a water detox. So guys, this is a good time to cleanse, to clear, to make space. Let's do this. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. Now this is going to be a reading for all the zodiac signs. And what I'm going to be looking into, guys, is what this new moon in Aquarius is bringing to the energy of all these signs, whether it's your sun, your moon, or your ascendant. And so this is not just for the upcoming week, it's for a little past that. Just see what's going to be happening, the shifts that are going to be taking place for each sign, and kind of a heads up so you can best move with it. We all know that Aquarius, and it's squaring Uranus, right? So it's home planet. So these internal revolutions that are going to be taking place, best to flow with it. Try not to be too reactionary. Take that clarity and run with it, guys. Thank you so much. So funny. Everyone has different opinions on Aquarian energy. Some people are like, yeah. Some people are like, oh, roll with it. All right, guys, we're going to start off with Aries. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. How are you feeling? See, some people love it. Some people are like, it is what you make of it. It's what you make of it. So every guys for this reading, just take a deep breath. Even if you're watching this later, just it's all going to be great. 2020 really is about short-term sacrifice for long-term gains. We're making these incredible shifts because it's laying the foundation for something radically different. So you might even notice that your long-term goals, your visions are going to be shifting and altering. And so is your approach, because so much inside of you is shifting and altering. And as we know, out as within, so without, and vice versa. So just roll with it, guys. Just roll with it as best you can. I say that now. Watch, knock on wood. Whew. All right, guys, let's jump into it. New moons are always a really good time for manifesting. If you guys haven't taken my manifesting workshop, it's 4 hours long. I'll put the link below. I've heard some incredible stories already, so I'm so happy for those that it served. All right, Aries, we're looking to see what this new moon brings. I'm just going to focus really, really quickly. Aries energy. Guidance, you have an energy of Aries for the new moon in Aquarius. Aries. This is not the deck for you, Aries. We're going to switch decks. There we go. One more. I've been pulling more cards for each of the signs. Hey, decision card, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, 7 of Coins, Queen of Fire. This is you, Aries. Don't look at the gender, just the positivity here. So guys, starting out this week, what this new moon in Aquarius is bringing for you, Aries, you guys are making a lot healthier decisions in regards to your emotional life. It can be romantic. It can even be platonic. But if it is platonic, it's definitely about those close to you. That could be your really dear friends, people, best friends you've had for a long, really close colleagues. You guys are really, I want to call it trimming. I don't know. I'm not going to call it trimming the fat. You guys are being much more discerning. You're like, you know what? Let's use dating because that's the easiest. Like, I'm just dating because it keeps me busy. Or like, I really know this person isn't it, but I'm going to keep going on dates anyways. Or I've had that friend for 10 years, but we just don't jive anymore. They're really negative. You guys are making a lot of decisions on the kind of partnerships, romantic or platonic, that you're bringing into your life, Aries. So you're going to see a lot of shifts in regard and decisions being made in your emotional life. It's not just about people filling a space. It's this, do these people resonate with you emotionally? Do they understand you on an intuitive level? Do they vibe with you energetically? I don't want to use the word just spiritual because people attach terminology to that, but to your soul, to your energy. Do they mirror back something healthy? Do they create healthy space for you? And vice versa. So this new moon is really helping you clear up emotional debris, making really I don't want to call it tough decisions because maybe you're making these decisions, maybe they're not the pattern, right? So maybe there's some Aries out there that, you know, we date, because it's fun, but maybe you really want to get serious. So you recognize, like, you know what, this person's super attractive and I really want to do this, but I recognize maybe not the healthiest for me. So instead of pursuing it like I normally would, I'm just going to stop it here. Or having that conversation with that friend, or maybe pulling away from certain groups. But this is really you guys making decisions from a place of heightened sensitivity, making conscious and aware decisions in your relationships, again, romantic or platonic. You have the 5 of Swords with the 7 of Coins. So you guys they're asking you right now, I don't want to use the word tested, but the universe is providing you. They're pulling everything up and saying, kind of reminds you when you move house, like giveaway pile, sal pile, throw pile. It's kind of like, you make wise decisions, because moving forward, the decisions you make, whether you think that they're big or not, like, well, it's always been this way. You're going to see that they're going to have higher repercussions this year than normal or the coming months. So you guys really got to review everybody's motives. Why are we together? Why is that my friend? Why do I hang out with this colleague? Why do I do this to myself? You know, really review, like, why is that? And really coming to that like, you know what, this is an insecurity, or this is a habit. The decisions. Ooh, is my connection okay? Can you guys confirm if my connection's okay? I just got a little sign. Good, not good. Is my connection okay, guys? Can someone put it in the chat and let me know that I'm still coming through? Anybody? Anybody in the chat? Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I just got a little sign. 7 of Coins. The universe is saying, look, even though you're making these decisions and you're like, oh, but they're so hot, or I'm so used to them. These are good decisions that are going to have long-term benefits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. So these are good decisions you're making, and you're going to see how this benefits you, not only because you're releasing what doesn't serve you, but you're making space for what does. You guys have the Queen of Wands, which is my favorite. You guys entering this space of confidence and spirit, and you're moving forward, and you're making these creative, loving, passionate decisions. I always tell people, like, you guys are, I said it millions of times, I'm going to say it one more time, that your emotional world always brings out that just is coming the ego or out of your fear. Really stand in that self-respecting, loving, and boundary space. It affects everything, your creative opportunities, your money opportunities, and it attracts in things that vibrate at the energy and the level that you are making decisions on. Actions always trump words, because it's part of the term, because it's your words and your vision in motion. You guys are clearing space. You're making space for positive new relationships and opportunities. This is a good move, Aries. And it's great to be conscious of this too. And then within yourself, where are you accountable? Why are you making those decisions? Not just their play in your life, but why did that happen? And it's making space for something new and healthy and happy. So especially for those single Aries out there, and even if you're not single, clearing space for healthier emotional relationships with family, with friends, with loved ones, and really make a decision to have that conversation to release it. Go Aries. That's my moon, so should be interesting. Knock on wood. All right, Taurus. You know what's funny? This is my emotional deck, and I've noticed all week this deck is not working for anybody. So I'm like, is everybody just, when people are too emotional, this deck goes wonky. So I have to get like a more analytical deck. And I'm like, man, people must be in this like weird funk. This weird funk. Today it was like almost like a film, like an energetic film. Did anybody else have that? It wasn't a bad day. It was just like weird. I don't know. This energy is weird. I mean, think of Aquarius, right? Like dreamy and like weird. It's just not my vibe. No offense, just not mine. Okay, Taurus. Deep breath, Taurus. Okay. Let's tap into your energy really quickly. Moon Aquarius with energy, Taurus. See, as soon as I talk about this deck isn't working. Guess everyone's in a different space. There we go. A couple more. All right, guys. the Empress, the Knight of Wands, the Decision card as well, Four of Coins, Ace of Wands, the Chariot is the Clarity card. For you too, Taurus, you guys, the Empress too, and I always give people the heads up that Empress is the card of childbirth. So if anybody's out there trying, this is a good time. If you're not trying, be careful. But the Empress with the Knight of Fire, you guys are trying to create something from that you're passionate about. And because of some of the cards here, it's more than likely it's opportunity, career, something that you're trying to advance. It could be a creative project in some way. What I do see, it's going to pull you outside of your comfort zone, Taurus, not just financially, but physically outside your comfort zone. But this is something that you would have called for, Taurus. This is something that you've been thinking about. Maybe it's a dream, a business, an idea, a collaboration, that corner office, traveling the world. There's something that has been germinating inside of you that you guys previously have been kind of working towards, thinking about. And now action is going to be coming with this Aquarius new moon. You're going to feel there's going to be sudden movement, sudden opportunity. There's going to be things that you have to think through because something is going to present itself. And it's because of this germination, whether you've been doing vision boards, manifesting, or physically putting energy into this idea or project, Taurus, things are going to take off quickly. I mean, you know what's funny? With Aquarius squaring, Uranus, its home planet, Uranus is like sudden, like out of nowhere, So this is what's happening with this new moon. Boom. Now you're going to have to make a decision. What I do see here, Taurus, is that you're going to be afraid. And when I say afraid, not like, it's more like, can I do it? What if this happens? You got to not be afraid of change. This is what you wanted. When you want something new, that dream, that job, that money, that success, that's obviously a different experience than the one that you're having, correct? So therefore, change is necessary to get from here to there. So number one, if you're worried about the money, whether it's investing in it, you're holding yourself back. When you have the Decision card, it's not because things aren't aligned. It's not because it's the wrong time. It's because you're nervous. What if I do this? And naturally, when you put your time, your energy, or your money into something, you're like, but understand that this has to do with your fear of yourself, whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, whatever. I'm not trying to minimize it, but understand that that's just fear. It's not because things aren't. You're going to have to think through things quickly because this window's opening and then it's, right? So Uranus is really quick. So you guys got to make sure that any unnecessary worries, surrender that up. Don't be afraid of it. Jump. You asked for this. You have the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity to do something amazing, passionate, exciting, and it's going to come suddenly, Taurus. So congratulations. And you have the Chariot, which traditionally is career advancement, upward and forward movement. But even if it's not a career, maybe you're building a house or a creative project, this is going to be successful. But understand that in order for this to be successful, you have to be determined. You have to have that self-control. That includes controlling those negative thoughts and screw it, I'm going to do it. Just one foot in front of the other. Then just do it. Don't think so far ahead. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the inspiration and the exciting challenge that it presents to you. But also think about the wonder and the experience and the expansion that it offers. There's always going to be a tit for tat. Anything great like that, it's going to ask for greatness in you. And you have it. So don't hold yourself back. This energy is moving something in. Jump. Recognize it for what it is. You're going to be successful in it, but it takes your participation. It takes your faith in yourself. Life is like this, so no matter what you do, even if you are successful, you're going to have a dip and it come back up. That's the way it goes. It's exciting, Taurus. I'm very excited for you. These are some good energy. Mm-hmm. All right, Gemini. Let's see. See what deck it wants. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea. My voice is finally coming back. I'm so happy. Gems. Let's see. Aquarius new moon. Not this deck. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, guys are coming up in clumps. All right, let me just look at this really, really quickly. Okay, King of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Water, Knight of Fire, Knight of Coins, Four of Swords, Eight of Water. I didn't mean to pull more cards of Gemini. They just came out that way, guys. Gemini, this new moon is moving you in more than one area. You guys are really being asked to not just be very clear in what you want, very balanced, because it's going to be moving not just your emotional front, it's also going to be moving your financial front. And like I said earlier, they mirror each other. This new moon is going to ask you to be honest, not just with yourself, with those around you. And sometimes when you do that, people come, people go, but you're being honest with who you are, where you're going, what you want, but you're definitely being asked to take that opportunity emotionally. So for an example of this can be, you're in a relationship and you really like this person, but you know that you're working through your vulnerability, maybe honesty, maybe commitment issues, which is an example. So have that conversation. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm experiencing. However, this is where I want to go with you. Are you in or are you, can you work with me on this or not? And allow that person to make that decision, but you're being asked to move forward. Be honest with yourself. You're being asked to take a leap of faith when it comes not just to your emotional investment, but also to your financial investment. Let me just show you cards really quickly. Going after what you're passionate about is going to require you, Gemini, to put energy into it. Not just to what is easy, but what's new, what's a little challenging, but what you're ready for, Gemini. I don't want to say that you're being asked to step up. You're being asked to step in. Not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, just in case I don't like it, I'm going to pull out. This is not comfortable. This is more about you connecting, being vulnerable, going after something. Even if it's a little uncomfortable, do it your own way, Gemini. When you have the Page of Fire, you're a little ingenious, a little creative. And right with this Aquarius new moon, what a better time. You approach it in a way that works for you, Gemini. I'm guessing there's probably not going to be a traditional approach when it comes to your emotional and financial investments with this new moon, but do it in a way that works for you, your own solutions, which you are asking to invest in. Now, they will never tell you what to do. You can always do what you want, but this new moon is going to kind of give you the epiphanies and ideas that are going to enable you to open up and keep moving. Maybe you might have been hitting a wall or like, oh, I can't get past this emotionally, but you're going to invest your time and your money and your own well-being emotionally with others and with yourself. When you have the Four of Air, they're asking, and with the Nine of Coins, what's really good at this new moon, not overthinking. It's about spending some downtime, Gemini, before, don't allow yourself to get worked up. Don't allow your mind to take over. Rest, meditate, clear, pray, walk in the woods, sit in a tree, whatever works for you. But they're saying, look, it's really important that you take this process a little slow, but move it along. This energy is going to give you those insights, that clarity, and those approaches that work for you so that you can actually move forward. When you have the Eight of Water, Geminis, you really have been looking for depth and meaning in your work, in your life, in your relationships, your emotional world. Whether you want to see this as romantic or familial, that's up to you. Everyone's in a different space. This is a general reading. But you want that. You're looking for it and you want to move forward. Well, guess what, Gems? You can have it, but it takes you also investing and moving forward into it and really opening up and putting in that time. You get what you put in, and so this amazing new moon is giving you the ways in which to do it that works for you. What works for some ain't gonna work for other. Perhaps you're not the traditional route, but find a way to communicate your needs, your vulnerability, and move forward now. And this new moon, I love that, because sometimes we compare our lives to other people, like, oh God, how do they do it? Like, I can't do it like that. But maybe that's not the way you're supposed to do it. Maybe you're supposed to be a little eclectic. And what better way than with Aquarius, right? That's both. Let's get eclectic. Let's try it out of the box. It's not the normal kinds of relationships. They're not traditional. They're not, it's their way, Gemini. So you really are moving forward. There's going to be a lot of sudden movements as well for you guys. But use your own approach. Move forward. You've been wanting this. If you feel a little overwhelmed, remember, don't go talking to people. Don't go complaining. Get down. Little mini day vacay. Remember that you're looking for this. If you really want this, move forward with it. Meditate. That clarity is going to come through with that. It's always kind of interesting. Everyone's relationships are so different, so you got to just really approach it that way. And don't be afraid to invest. It's a good investment for you. All right, Cancers. How you guys doing so far? Hope good. I never get a chance to look at the chat. I always marvel at the readers. I'm like chatting and also doing this. I'm like, how do they multitask? And I'm a good multitasker. I just can't do that. The new moon was on the 24th. It was yesterday. Okay, Cancers, take a deep breath in. All right, let's see what this new moon in Aquarius is bringing for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was not for you. That was just my little hands. Coming right on out. I like it. Any more? Thank you. All right. All right, Cancer. 6 of coins, 3 of coins, 8 of swords, 10 of coins, the Lovers, and Ace of Swords. Wow, Cancers. This new moon, you know what? I got to hand it to Aquarius because sometimes we can be working, like all of 2019, I'm pretty sure was a shit show for a lot of us. So you can be working, right? And like, making a little progress. But Aquarius will come in and just 90-degree that bad boy all of a sudden. And sometimes I'm a little grateful for that. So you guys, there's a huge focus on your creative careers, your endeavors, things that you're really passionate about. This new moon is going to be bringing in not just opportunities for good money, but an opportunity to collaborate with others with things that you really care about, Cancers. You're being called in a lot of ways to live your purpose, to live what speaks to your heart, whether that's advocating for animals, saving the forest, political regimes, whatever it is, Cancers, but you are really being called, and this new moon is going to shift something. It's good with the 8 of Swords. In a lot of ways, I think a lot of Cancers might have been afraid to take some action, maybe lacking confidence, feeling a little stuck. Well, I got to pay my bills, being, just a little bit playing a little small or holding yourself back. But you're going to know with this new moon, there's going to be a huge internal shift. This energy is going to come up all of a sudden, and you're just going to have this desire, not with the 10 of coins, not just to create your home life and stability and growth, but really to work with other people to create this lifestyle, this change. You're going to collaborate a lot, Cancer, whatever it is you're moving forward of. You have a very brilliant idea. You're inspired. You're giving emotionally and mentally inspired action with this new moon to really not just create, whether you get hired traditionally as a new career or create something, collaborate, something unique, but you're going to realize that what's coming up for you is going to be so overwhelming. And when I say overwhelming, not like horribly, but you're going to feel it so deeply, Cancer, that you're going to be inspired. I mean, not just motivated, it's almost like overwhelmed with a drive to do this new work, and the universe is going to align the right people. Now, I understand when you have the 8 of Swords, your mind might want to kick in and say all the reasons why you can't, all the reasons why you're stuck, all the realistic choices. Screw the realistic choices. We make reality, so you just lack confidence. So just recognize that you're not going to lack opportunity. You definitely don't lack skill. You don't lack motivation or vision. You just got to step out of that little energy and go for it. The moment you make that decision here, Cancer, the universe is going to bring like-minded people, and you guys are going to be able to collaborate and move. And this is going to be very financially successful. And I always found when people really focus on that service or that vision, the universe provides, guys, and it will. A lot of financial security. And this is something that's coming from your heart. It's not just your ego. Like, what can I make for it? No judgment, but Cancer, this is really what you came to do, what you're being called to do, and you're getting one step closer. Even if it evolves throughout the next several years, this is your first big So take it. Say yes, this is a good idea. Understand whenever you have new ideas, there's always bumps. There's always curves, learning curves. But that's for everything, right? So don't let that be an excuse like, well, there's this obstacle and that obstacle. There's always obstacles. I mean, go for it anyways. Just boom, 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 right over them, Cancers. You're going to be very successful. Congratulations. It always feels good when you align. All right, Leos. Oh yeah, it was a Chinese New Year too. Year of the rat. It's weird. That's my animal, but the rat, I mean, how do you say rat and be like excited? Anyways, represent all my rats. All right, Leo. Let's see. You might hear people in the background. Sorry for that. Leo's energy feels a little different. Energy of Leo for this Aquarius new moon. A couple more, guys. Just one more for clarity here. Okay. I always pull clarity cards for major arcana, and then I just keep getting more and more major arcana. So Leos, hang tight. We have the Empress, the Moon, change your life, King of Wands, Page of Cups. The two clarity is the Wheel and the Emperor. This is a lot of major arcana, Leo, but not bad. So stay tuned. It's my rising, guys. Let's do this. So this new moon, and like I said, with Aquarius, they tend to be sudden, revolutionary changes, breakthroughs, internal shifts, discoveries. Leos, you're really going to feel this new moon, but in a powerful way. With the Empress, and I always say this again, congratulations to any Leos that are trying to get pregnant. This is a very good time. Other than that, you guys are trying to create a new life in a lot of ways. And there's lots of things that are coming up. Leo, you might recognize with this new moon that you're being faced to make decisions that are contrary to some of this, to the decision. Sometimes we make decisions to keep safe because they're habit, because they're pattern. You can't do it with this one. They're going to come up. Listen to your intuition very closely with this new moon, Leo, because you're being guided to make decisions, not like you're going to be recognized and like, I see why I did that. And you're going to go the other way. You're going to be having these incredible epiphanies, breakthroughs, Leo, and you're going to stop procrastinating and you're going to say yes to those opportunities and you're going to jump anyways and you're going to invest that money and that time and that energy. When you have the King of Wands, you have an incredible vision. And just because it's a big vision, maybe from A to Z, maybe it's M, you're not worried about B, C, D, E, F. Don't worry about the minutia. You have this incredible vision of your life and how you want to serve and how you want to live it. Keep it there. You have the Page of Cups. There's incredible new emotional situations that are going to be taking place in your life, Leo, not just romantically, but platonically. You're going to be really aligning with soulmates, kindred spirits. Now, soulmates are romantic, but they're also friends, family, and you guys really are having these incredible emotional evolutions. And this is helping you to make incredible changes. Now, with this new moon, as you're creating this new life and you're having these epiphanies, this is not a time to sit back and wait for validation or move slowly. They're saying, take control, Leo. Take control of your life. Don't wait for anybody to be ready. Don't wait for anybody to get on board. You move. You be ambitious. You be 3 steps ahead. Because let me tell you something, Leos, your life is going to move and it's going to move in a different direction. So you're thinking, yeah, I want to go this way. And all of a sudden the universe is like, 90-degree turn. But this new direction is going to offer you happiness and opportunity quicker, faster, and in a better way than you expected. So flow with it a little bit better. Maybe you're moving this way and all of a sudden you get an opportunity over here and you're like, that sounds kind of good. It's not where I was headed, but you know what? I'm going to go for it. Go for it. These are new beginnings and new directions. And when you create this new life and you make these decisions, the universe is going to reroute you the path of least resistance. So as fears come up, Leo, do your best to recognize them and be like, I see you, But also that pattern kept me stuck. So I appreciate it. Take a back seat. Now I'm going to move anyways. Big vision. The universe is going to bring you in people to support you. One or more people. But you're going to have to take control. So efficiency, consistency, stability is very important at this time. Sometimes we get this burst of motivation. We're like, yes. And then 3 days in, we're like, meh, no. Motivation comes and goes. Your will, your need to move forward is going to be incredible this new moon, Leo. So run with it. Think of it as a sprint. It can be a little tiring, but it's going to get you there faster, Leo. And what a blessing. You've been working really hard, and we've all been working really hard. And this is just going to kind of beeline you to where you're trying to go. So hold on tight. It's going to be a good new moon. All right, Virgos. Let's see. How my Virgos doing? Any Virgos out there? Deep breath, Virgos. Let's see. Let's refugee Virgos. Aquarius, new moon. One more. Ooh, never mind. 2 more. It's a lot. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, change your life. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 7 of Coins, and King of Cups. Virgos. This is going to be a collective for you, Virgo, not just in home and relationships, but also in your investments. But it's the more of the material. And when I say material, like your physical home, your structure, your relationship, like the things that are around you, Virgo, you guys have worked so hard. When you start off with the 4 of Wands, the universe is like, you deserve this. You worked yourself, your butt off to get yourself out of these burdensome situations and create this harmony in your home, in your life, this abundance, this prosperity. You've done a good job. The 6 of Wands is, look at Virgos, you did a good job, but this is not a time to be like, all right, this is good enough. Oh no, not with this new moon. They're like, good job, but we're going to keep on moving forward with your life. You have to change your life card with the 5 of Wands. This new moon, you might find, Leo, that there are a lot of conversations that are going to come up that need to come up. There's going to be elephants in the room. There's going to be a little bit of verbal altercations or misunderstandings, whether they're new or kind of residual. And the universe is like, look at, we got to stop procrastinating. We got to break through this. If we want to maintain this harmony, if we want to get closer, get deeper, cut the fat, move forward, we're going to have to address these things that are kind of disrupting the life. And there's going to be very important conversations, things. And I'm not saying you have to be confrontational, be like, what do you say? But more like, look at, we need to have this conversation. Or you got to say, I'm done with this conversation. It's going in circles. This is obviously coming from your shadow self, respect it, but that's your work. I'm moving on and up. I cannot stay here and be your therapist or do this or do that. Be supportive, yes, but not the sacrifice of yourself. You are no longer holding back, Virgo, things that need to be said. You're no longer going to allow yourself to kind of stay quiet. You need these things to come out, break free, so you can kind of move forward. You have the 2 of Cups with the 8 of Raphael. You are looking, Virgo, to have people in your life. 2 of Cups tends to be romantic, that have your back, that understand you. It's not just you always understanding them and being the listening ear and crying on my shoulder. You need that too. We all do. Right. And so you are making choices to walk away from certain emotional situations, even if it could even be work and it's getting emotional, you know, from certain situations that, yeah, look great. And I'm able to say I have a corner office, or I'm able to say I have a partner or whatever, but they don't serve. And you're walking away. You know what to do. You're doing what's right for you, so that you can have those healthy dynamics. You can have the reciprocity in your relationships that you deserve, Virgo, because you give so much. You have the 7 of Coins. Do not doubt that you deserve this. You put in so much effort, time, money, consistency in all of this, and you deserve it, and you're going to reap it. You have the King of Cups. This is all for, not only are you being emotionally mature, you're being emotionally and mentally healthy. You know, you're having healthy conversations, and you deserve to be in a space of joy and emotional maturity and balance so that you can be your creative self, so that you can move forward. What I'm seeing here is that this new moon recognizes where there is some kind of blocks in your relationship, so it's going to affect other areas. Remember what I say, your emotional world affects your financial career world. So the universe is like, nope, pull this up. Let's address this so we can move forward in a healthy emotional way so that we can move forward in all other avenues. Roll with it. Talk about that elephant in the room. And just stay away from the drama. If somebody wants to be drama, deuces. We don't got time for that. We're in 2020. We don't have time for that. They have professionals for this. All right. Libras. Whew. All right. Should have got water. I did a 36-hour water fast. It was actually fantastic. No headaches, no pains. I had more energy on that water fast. I highly suggest it. I did drink coffee, but it was black and only a little bit. You'll feel fantastic. All right, sorry, Libra. Take rest. Let me see. I feel like Libras are a little emotional, so I'm going to get my more mental deck. Let's see. Kind of energy of Libra for the Aquarius. One more. Woo! All right. 7 of Coins, King of Air, 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, the Sun, 8 of Coins, and the World card. All right, Libras. Whew, this is good. This is really good. Now, if anybody watched at the beginning, and if you haven't, let me repeat this. I really do feel that 2/3 of 2020 is really about short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. We are making transformational internal shifts, and our outside world is a reflection of our inside world. There's a little bit of a lag time. So we're making these emotional and mental changes. Give the outside a little bit of time to catch up. For you, Libra, you guys have gone through something. This new moon is having you like, you know what? You've been making decisions. You've been speaking your mind. You with the 4 of Wands, you guys are looking for harmony. Not just, you're looking for harmony and balance and happiness in your emotional world, in your financial world, in your home, all the way around, Libras. And it looks with these cards that you've already made some of these decisions before this new moon, whether it's to cut that relationship, take that job, whatever it is. And the universe is saying, these are seeds well planted. Now, you've made these decisions, and now moving forward, it's just about aligning your decisions and your intentions, Leo, with these choices. Example, maybe you left a relationship that was dead end, toxic, wasn't going anywhere, and it's taken you a little while to kind of just like truly release. The universe is saying, honor that. Honor that thing. This is a good thing. Now, from here to your destination, from here to this happiness that you're looking for, you have to make sure, Libra, that your words, your intentions, and your actions are in alignment with this choice, because this is necessary to make this come into fruition. You've already manifested it, and it's coming in, and it's really about maintaining that space of receptivity to bring it in. This is a good new moon for you. You have the 6 of Swords and the Sun. I don't know. Every Libra is different. My best friend's a double Libra, so I mean, I kind of know some people's things. You've gone through stuff, Libra, but it's not going to get any worse. It's up and out from here on out. 6 of Swords is like, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. You're out of the storm. You're moving forward, guys. Things are looking up for you. The Sun card, you guys are finally coming into this amazing space, relationship-wise. And I want to say not just relationship, guys. You guys are successfully completing projects. And like, yes, it can be career projects, but it's more like karmic lessons. You're finishing off cycles, patterns, you're done. And this new moon is bringing in the manifestations of those choices. You have the World card, guys. So these are done. Congratulations. High five, Libras. You've done it. Now it's time. Spiritual growth, spiritual evolution. And now with this new moon, the new moon is going to bring in this person, this opportunity, this experience in order to bring in and to accept these new opportunities with this new moon. Just continue to make good choices. Examples of this can be Libra. Let's say you left a toxic relationship and now you're in that limbo stage between choice and manifestation. If some gorgeous person comes by, but you know they're not good for you, what are you going to do? You're going to say, no, thank you. I already went through that. Don't be like, well, just for the time being because I'm bored. No, maintain your actions to align with your choices. You're going to push the manifestation out. Look, I'm not judging whatsoever. I just want you guys to get what you made this choice for a reason. I want you to get it, to receive it. And that's what's being asked of you guys. Now you have the Eight of Earth. There was so much. This is a huge lesson for you, Libra. Whatever this was, this cycle, this pattern, I feel like a lot of this was a lot longer. This is probably not a pattern you've had for a year. It's probably a pattern you've had for several years. And you probably noticed it. Different person, different place, different experience, but all the same root. And this new moon is bringing in the manifestation of those choices. So I'm really happy for you, Libra. Things are looking up. You're moving forward. Also with this Six of Swords, you might even be taking a trip or not so much moving, but taking a trip, meeting these people out and about. This is fantastic. You guys already went through that transformation. You've made those hard choices and you've been really trying to maintain that equilibrium and that limbo space of choice and next experience. And that next experience is coming with this new moon. So maintain that vibration, guys. You've earned it. You deserve it. It was hard won. You can do it. You can do it. All right, Scorpios. Let's do this, Scorps. That's my son. How you doing? I'm so warm. Whenever I do these readings, I get so hot. You hear my dog? He's probably bored. Let's see. Scorpios. Deep breaths, Scorpios. Deep breaths. One second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. We're going to switch decks. Having guidance from the energy of Scorpio for the Aquarius new moon. Anything else? Okay, I did not mean to pick so many cards, but I needed clarity. The Hangman of traditional tarot, Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, Three of Wands, the Magician, Ace of Wands. I know it's a lot, guys. We needed clarity. The Death card, Six of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Bear with me. Let me translate. First of all, this new moon, Scorpio, is just going to be bringing in whole new perspectives for you. And once these perspectives jump in, guys, you guys are going to be moving pretty fast. So if you guys feel right now, Scorpios, that you're like in this weird funk, like in this weird pause that always happens with the Hangman, like there's this pause and you're kind of just like in your mind and you feel like, don't get upset at that. There's something happening inside that's switching around that's going to go, pa, all of a sudden. Perspectives. You guys might be going this way and the universe is like, you know what? Like out of the box. And you really are going to do something probably, I don't want to say out of character, but a little daring here. Now, you have the Page of Cups. So this is definitely, I feel like with so many wands in this cups, guys, this is about not just your financial, but it's really about this need, Scorpio, for this new life. Like you've been hustling and you've been working on your romantic relationships and all of that things. And that's all fantastic. But you guys have really been trying to manifest this incredible newness. You're like, I want to travel. I want to get married. I want to buy that house. I want to have that family. I want to own that business. I want all these things that are coming up. And all of a sudden this new moon is going to be like, you know what? I'm done doing it like this or waiting or do it traditionally. And you guys are going to create with the Page of Cups. The universe is going to be bringing in people that align with this. Now, can this be a romantic partner? Yes. But it's a soulmate energy regardless. People that think that are going to support you. You're going to be hearing a lot of signs through people, Scorpio. So listen up. You've already done the manifesting work. So don't be like, oh, I got a visual. There's nothing wrong. I specialize in manifesting work. There's nothing wrong with doing your visualizations and your 555 manifestations, but you've already done it, Scorpio. It's done. All that's being asked of you is to make space. And that's why you're going to have this epiphany and to be like, you know what? Bring it on, universe. I'm done. I'm done pausing. Walk with me or walk away, but I'm moving. And the universe is bringing it in, guys. You have the Death card. Don't let that scare you. You have the Six of Wands on top of it. Guys, this cycle, whatever you've done, you've already kind of graduated. You guys have kind of just been circling in the space, and the universe is like, nope, on to the next. You guys are moving in, not just the grand visions. Now, some of you Scorpios, it might be a new career. It also might be a new partnership. Yay. But it's definitely people that share your vision, your drive, your ambition. You're going to be moving forward with like-minded people. And when I say moving, I mean physically. Traveling, business partner, romantic partners. You guys right now are on fire, Scorpio. And right now when you have this shift, you guys are going to be attracting the people, the opportunities that align with you. Don't be afraid to let go of what's not working. And I know that's scary. And I know I can say that, especially if it's a person. The thing is, Scorpio, the universe is trying to say, we heard your manifestations, we heard your prayers, and we're trying to get there, but you're holding on to this weight, wanting this to be how it does it. And it's not. And you might have that epiphany, like, this is a dead-end job. This is a dead-end relationship. I need to move out. I got to travel. Whatever it is, boom. You guys are going to start doing it. Six of Swords. This is the card of travel, the card of relocations, new jobs. You guys are going to, this is a very physically moving new moon for you, Scorpio. So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, to take that new job, to move to that place, to sign that lease, to travel, to say yes to that new relationship, that job opportunity. Something's going to shift inside and you're done staying still. You're done. You're done, especially creatively. So that can be your passion, your project, your work. But there's also elements too here of the bonds that you have, the kind of bonds, the people that you want to work with and really be in your life. But you guys are moving up and out, guys. And this is an answer to your manifestations. So do your best, Scorp, to kind of let go of attachments or control a little bit, because the universe is blessing you with this movement, this poof, right out the gate, you know? It's kind of exciting, I think. But if you're not a big fan of like quick change, hold on tight. It's going to be good. It's going to be quick. It's going to be sudden all of a sudden. So all those prayers, like, why do I feel so stuck? Be careful what you say, because it's going to come in quick. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, thank you, Grandpa. I don't know. What is that? This donation? Is that how that works for Lada? I've never seen that before. Thank you, though. That's awesome. I didn't know you can even do that. All right, Sag. Sorry, I have so many cards that I got to put them back in. Whew. So warm. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Deep breaths. Ground out. Let's see. Sagittarius with Aquarius. Guidance, different energy, Sagittarius. This deck. I've never shifted so much in decks. This energy. Sagittarius. Whew, this Sagittarius, your energy is a bit stuck. It's going to be okay. There must be some decisions to be made. One more. Sagittarius' next right action. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, hang on to your seat. So we have 4 swords, the renewal card. decision, 10 of coins, Ace of Wands. Hold on, I got more. Divine guidance, 5 of swords, the Magician, Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. I had to ask because I need some clarity. So Sagittarius, this is not bad, but you know what? The universe is good. This new Aquarius new moon is really going to have you making some decisions, Sagittarius. And honestly, it's for your health. It's for your well-being. It's for your highest good. And not just your highest good, because people are like, but I'm in pain, screw my highest good. But the things that you ultimately want. Now, you have the 4 of Swords. With this new moon in Aquarius, Sagittarius, take it slow. Meditate. Rest. Make no decisions. First, let's ground the energy out. If you're being annoyed, if something's coming up and emotionally, like things are good and then they're not good, we finally fixed it and all of a sudden there's problems again. If you find that you're kind of like this the past couple months, let's stop. Okay? Because there are some decisions that are going to be made, but it's best to make them from a space of clarity, mental and emotional clarity. So let's just take a break, a little vacay. You have the renewal card. So for a lot of Sagittarius, I'm just going to be straight up. There are some situations. Now, this can be your relationships, your family, your friend groups. There is some situations that are a bit toxic. I'm going to be quite frank, Sagittarius. There's some, whether it's situational or it's been this way for a while. Now, the renewal card is really asking you to evaluate everything you've been. We're going to come at this a little bit more objectively, a little bit more mentally, and assess everything because it's time to move in a new direction, Sagittarius. Whatever energies you've been in, understandable, life has its up and downs, but it's not sustainable, not for your health, not for your mental well-being. It's really important to make these decisions. Now, you have, speaking of which, you have the decision card. There are some hard things you're going to have to throw on the table, Sagittarius. Whatever it is, and you're a little afraid naturally. What if this happens? What if that happens? But I promise you, Sag, if you don't make a decision, you're going to be the one who ends up sick. You understand the 10 of coins. You're making this not just for yourself. You're making these decisions for your family, for your future, for your long-term goals. You can't just try to have short-term gratification and get over here when there's all this toxicity. You have to make good decisions now. You have the Ace of Wands with the Divine Guidance card. I will say this, Sagittarius, there is an opportunity for newness, for health, for renewal, for moving forward in your life. I do want to speak to some Sagittarius because when you have the Divine Guidance card, there might be some therapy involved. You might have to go to marriage counseling, family therapy, a spiritual elder, whether it's for your unit or just for yourself, because you really are trying to have this harmony in the home. You guys have long-term visions and plans, but there's something here that's not quite working and it must be addressed. But more importantly, there might need to be an objective third party involved. You have the 5 of Swords, there's some kind of environment, there's some kind of situation that's just negative, that's a little toxic, and it's not serving you. It's not serving you. Sometimes like we try to throw all our energy out. We try to work a knot and you just make it more knotted like that. Step back. Let's make this decision. Let somebody else who specializes in knots unknot it. You have the Magician card with the Knight of Wands. Guys, there is opportunity for renewal. There is opportunity for solution. If there is not a solution in this situation, the universe is going to provide you with a new experience. This is a manifestation. You might not have been sitting here thinking, I want this experience. Well, you might be saying, I didn't want this. I don't want that. You know what to do. When you have the Knight of Wands, it's time to take action, Sagittarius. You know it. You feel it. You know what you have to do. You don't have to ask 5 million people for their opinions. You know exactly what it is. Trust your instincts. Now, you have the Knight of Swords. Guys, this is like mental stress. Like all those things that you're fearing, you're fearing outcomes, guilt, shame, what ifs, what have I done? Enough. The universe is trying to bring you happiness, new opportunity, happy family life, success, and this must be handled, Sagittarius. Whatever this is, this can be a work environment, family environment. This can be, like if it's work, you bring in HR. If it's family, you bring in a therapist. If it's friends, you bring in a third party who's objective. But if you really got to surrender some of this up. When you want the divine universe, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, whatever you believe in, to come in and help, you must ask because you have free will and you want them to intervene. So surrender your fears up and let's just name the alpha runes, throw things on the table and move forward. You're going to be so happy you did, Sagittarius. You're going to be super happy you did because there's so many blessings. When you have the renewal card too, this is the card of families too, or even blended families. So try to be objective. You know, sometimes when emotions and stuff or egos get involved, it just makes things more complicated. And there really is a chance for moving in new directions. So take it. The new moon's really going to bring that for you. All right, Caps. I'm saying all of this like it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy, Sagittarius. Not at all. But short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, right? See, I say that like it's easy, but you're like, no. No. Capricorn. How are my Caps doing? I have a really good friend who's a Capricorn. She's getting married soon. She's terrified, but excited at the same time. Love her. Oh, that goes over there. All right, Capricorns, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's see. Catch the energy of Capricorn. Clarity, please. One more. All right, Capricorns. We have the 5 of Wands, the Moon, the 4 of Coins, the Ace of Coins, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Gabriel. Whoa. And guys, please make sure you look at your sun, your moon, and your ascendant just to have a complete understanding of what everything's bringing here. All right, Capricorns. Now, there might be some things to face more in your career, your financial life. That doesn't mean things aren't happening in other places. But with this new moon, it looks, for some Capricorns, there might be some maybe just not good environments, like bad work culture. You guys might notice that there's some changes that need to take place in your career or your job environment. You know, I'm so happy that I work for myself because honestly, that job drama, not about it. My dog is my only coworker. It is the best. That was just a side note. But you guys, there's some changes that had to be done. So on the work front, if you guys, Capricorns, this new moon might escalate some discord in your environments, not to make it harder for you, but for you to face some of these fears. Maybe you need to make those changes, talk to that HR rep, confront that coworker, report something to the boss. Maybe before you really don't want to make waves. Maybe you're like, I'm just going to look over here. I'm not going to get involved. But it's messing with things. And you guys, when you're not being asked to get involved in any kind of drama or verbal altercations, but this new moon is saying, hey, there's things that you need, things that have to change. And it takes your participation. It takes you having healthy boundaries, saying things. You're done with, there's certain things that you're just like, you know what? This isn't serving me. I shouldn't have to have these kinds of environments. I need something healthier. And I'm willing to make the changes for it. Now you have the Ace of Coins. Just FYI, Capricorn, as a result, there's this new jobs, new careers, new promotions. Maybe you got to apply for that new job. Maybe you got to get out of there. Maybe you got to step it up. And I always tell people when they come to me with job situations, like, oh, it's so toxic. Maybe you might consider the fact that the universe is trying to push you out of that job, not to stay in that job, to reach higher, to ask for that promotion, that title change, that whatever it is. When you have the Ace of Coins, guys, it's your lucky day. New resources, promotions, jobs, careers, scholarships, something's coming in some shape or form. And sometimes stepping out and being like, enough, I don't want to do this, I deserve better, or having those conversations, you might think it's a little scary, but it actually is the best thing that ever happened to you, and it pushes you in new directions. You have the 9 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. You guys are really walking away from emotional situations that don't serve you. They might look good. You get paid well, or, you know, you got a certain title or something, but it doesn't serve you. So they're saying stay determined, keep moving forward with what you know you're worth. You have the Page of Wands, so you have a lot of wands here. So they're really asking you to make some changes, make some moves, go for it, follow your passion. Sometimes people jump from job to job and they're like, Angelic, why can't I hold something down? And I'm like, because you don't like any of these jobs. They're just paying your bills. Your passion's over here. So of course the universe is going to support this. So they're not going to let you get comfy. They're not going to let you get comfy at any one job, because That's not what you're going to end up doing. So like, okay, enough to pay the bills, but don't get too comfortable, Capricorn, because this is your purpose over here. You know what I'm saying? 5 of Michael, 5 of Swords. Certain environments are not working. Some environments are healthy. I'm seeing them more in the material front. Now, can this be your home life? Yes, absolutely. But I'm seeing it more along the lines of your work or even school. And these environments aren't serving you. You're not meant to stay in a place where it's toxic, unhealthy, crosses boundaries, abusive in any way. You're meant to stand up, speak up, say this is not enough. And then if not, move, go. This universe is really, this new moon is really bringing this up. Page of Cups, Capricorn, you don't stand alone. There's people that support you, people that see your worth, people that see you and really reflect that back to you. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't think like, oh, this happens. No, this new moon is creating new fiscal opportunities, whether it's scholarships for education or your work front. And it's really pushing you, Capricorn, to really live your purpose. What are you passionate about? What do you desire? Just don't settle just because it's a paycheck. You're being pushed. And I don't want to even say the word pushed. You're being encouraged in their own way to make those decisions, to learn how to have those healthy boundaries, to learn to voice, and then make those changes. Sometimes when things like this come up, it seems like such a, then it is uncomfortable. But honestly, some of the best blessings come out of it. The best blessings. Like, I work for CEOs. Oh my God, God bless all executive assistants. And I was just like, and then every time I thought like, yes, I can do this. The universe did not let me get comfortable. No matter how much it paid, what building it was in downtown LA, didn't matter. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start my own business. And I have, and I've just never been happier. So it's kind of like the situations are uncomfortable, but it pushes you. Jump in a healthy way. All right, Aquarius, this is your new moon. How are my Aquarius? I want to know, how are the Aquariuses feeling? How is this energy going for you guys? Yes, I do personal readings, Brown Eyes. My link will be down below. I'll put that up after the readings. Aquarius sun here. How are you guys feeling? Is it good? How is it? Like, are you guys loving it? Because some people are like, I already feel it. Feeling great. Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Let's see how this is going to affect you guys. Good stuff. Let's see. Thank God it's energy of Aquarius. Woo! Flying right out. Whoa. Okay. You're right. It's good for you guys. Aquarius. Energy Aquarius. Is that it? No, I think it's pretty, two more. I think it's pretty straightforward, but there's a caveat. Knight of Coins, Page of Coins, 10 of Wands, 8 of Coins, Queen of Water, 10 of Wands again, twice, from 2 different decks, Aquarius, so let's pay attention. 3 of Coins. First of all, yes, you guys are being blessed with this Aquarius new moon. Guys, Aquarius, this new moon is all about, you guys might notice that there's a lot of things to accomplish. You're feeling invigorated, especially when it comes to new skill sets. You guys are being really motivated and encouraged to get down, whether it's going back to school, studying, bearing down, brushing up on your skills, honing it. You guys might notice that you just are mentally stimulated. You want to take these opportunities to grow, to learn, to train, to get certified, to get that degree. You guys are really taking pride in your work. You're being encouraged to almost be the best of you, the best. Like whatever you're doing, be the greatest at it. So you might be eating up tutorials and books and classes and talks, and you guys really are you're putting in all this energy. And when you have the Knight of Coins, you guys are buckling down, Aquarius. You're honoring your commitments. You're going at it whole hog. However, let me just say, you have 2 10 of Wands twice. So Aquarius, be very careful with your health during this new moon. No, I'm not saying like you're gonna, fall out of a tree. I don't know why I use that as an example. Like how many trees do you climb out of and fall out of? It's more like Don't burn the candle at both ends. This is this is an endurance race. So don't just sprint. You're going to get exhausted. 10 of Wands is stress-related health issues. You know, like over hours. You're working too many hours. You're burning the midnight oil, the candle at both ends. I could use 5 million metaphors. But if you do that, you're going to notice your immune system crashes. Slow and steady. You can keep it moving at a good pace without, boom, Aquarius, okay? So don't try to please other people. Don't try to take on more on your plate when you know you're already stacked. So plan, pace, prioritize. When you have the Knight of Coins, there's a ton of creative things that have to get done, and you're excited about it. You're excited about it. So naturally, you're going to want to do it. You have the Queen of Cups. So this is definitely something you feel deeply about and you really love, and you see the service in it. So of course you want to throw all of your energy into it. Just be careful. Then you have the Three of Coins. So even though this is a different color, they're all the same suit. So not just are you guys working hard and studying and brushing up, you guys are doing good, but you're collaborating. With the Three of Coins is a very team player kind of card. You're working with other people. You're honing your creative skills, your career. You're growing creatively, career-wise, money, ideas. You guys are out the gate. I'm almost kind of jealous. But it's really high quality work. And you guys aren't doing it alone. Boom, 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 boom. You know, this kind of reminds me of, who's that guy that does Tesla? Who's that guy that makes the Tesla cars? He looks like he's a starseed. What's his name? His name totally just leaves my mind. Oh my God, SpaceX. It's going to drive me crazy. What's his name? Anyways, that's what this reminds me of. Is he Aquarius? But that's what this reminds me of. Like very, you know, putting all your, and he works like 18-hour days. Elon Musk, thank you so much. That was going to bother me. I mean, he's right here in Long Beach. I mean, right here in Cali. Like, that's what it reminds me of. People who, like, you guys are so into it that you're like working 18-hour days and you're so focused and you're on your computer, and before you know it, like, you haven't slept. Sleep, eat, ground. You're going to be that much more successful. Don't think of it as all energy. Balance it out. I swear, I think that man's a starseed. Does anybody else agree with me? Doesn't look quite human. I mean, I think he's incredible. I think he's amazing. But I also think he's a starseed. But that's just my opinion. This is wonderful, Aquarius. Learn, grow, hone your skills. You're going to have this burst of energy. Just balance, okay? Because what good is this energy if you get yourself sick? You know? I'm kind of excited. This is awesome. You guys are just, boom, right out the gate. All right, guys. Pisces, right? A star seed. I'm telling you, that guy's, I don't know if he's from here. I really don't. All my spidey senses go off whenever I see his face. I'm like, ooh, like, that guy. Okay. But he's doing incredible work, so thank you. Pisces. It's so funny. I was dating this guy who worked for SpaceX, and I was like, have you met him? Does he seem like a star seed? He probably thought I was crazy, but I'm like, I want to meet him. Okay, Pisces, take a deep breath. Let's do this. Let's see what this new moon is bringing for you. Another stick. Ooh, I already feel heaviness in my chest. How you doing, Pisces? Ground out, guys. Ground out. Guidance and energy of Pisces. Pisces, I don't know why your energy feels a little thick. Well, this might make sense. Energy of Pisces. Clarity, please. All right. Four of Swords, the renewal card. Four of Coins, the High Priestess, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, Three of Coins. All right, Pisces. I want all my Pisces to just Just take a deep breath. Sometimes putting your hand over your chakra too kind of just activates it. Pisces, with this new moon in Aquarius, first things first, it's all about decompression. Decompression is not going home and watching Netflix or YouTube. That's distraction, not decompression. Pisces, there's a huge need to get your energy and to ground it out. If you're like, I don't like meditation, number one, try it out, try different ones, or just go outside and let the negative ions of the earth just pull this out. When you need to decompress, you have the renewal card. So Pisces, it's time to move in a new direction. There's things that have come up to be cleansed and cleared. I'm not saying don't be emotional, but look how far you've come. Don't just look at the things that have to be sorted. Assess, what do you want to take with you? What do you want to leave? What do you want to change? What do you want to keep the same? Let's clear this out because this new moon is bringing it up for clearing. You have the 4 of coins. It's time for moving in a new direction. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And I know the change might be a little nerve-wracking. When you have the 4 of coins, you're a little stubborn. It's a little fear of change. You tend to distract yourself instead of addressing the problem. This always reminds me of like, I got this thing to accomplish, but you know what? I'm going to go eat first, or I'm going to go shopping. Like you're distracting yourself. Pisces, face it. There's things that need to happen. You have the High Priestess, this new moon. And Pisces, you're such an incredibly psychic and intuitive energy. Meditate, pray, be in nature. However it is that you connect with your higher self, do that. Because the universe is not only trying to give you guidance that you're either ignoring, and you know what I'm talking about. You know when you get those signs and you're like, maybe that wasn't a sign. It was a sign, okay? I'm your sign. Guys, get in alignment because they're not just going to give you guidance. They're going to give you peace. Like, okay, I'm making the right decision. It's going to be okay. And once you decompress and feel aligned, boom, 8 of Wands. Things are going to move quick. And don't get scared of that. This is good. At the sudden movement, any delays are going to be done. Boom, boom, boom. Things are going to move fast. So remember, cross your T's, dot your I's. Boom. That's why that decompression is so important because as these things are moving for your highest good, you're like, you can flow with it. But if you stay in this tense, emotional, blocked thing, when this happens, you're going to be like, relax and flow with it. You have the Queen of Wands. The universe is saying, look it. This is not a time to play small. This is not a time to hold back. This is not a time to procrastinate. When you have the Queen of Wands, who is my favorite queen, you're confident, self-assured. Doesn't mean you're not scared. Doesn't mean you have all the answers. You just know who you are. And that's enough. And that's why you have to ground. And that's why you have to just meditate. That's why you have to surrender. Universe, help me. Show me the way and walk. Because when you have the Queen of Wands, just know your negotiables and your non-negotiables and go for it. The universe is going to provide you the people, the opportunities, the space, the money, but you have free will. You must decide, and it's not going to get any more comfortable, Pisces. So don't sit back. Just make that decision. And when you have the Queen of Wands, it's about asserting yourself. Yes, no, enough. These are my boundaries. I'm doing this. I refuse to feel this way anymore. And I'm going to do what I got to do. And I'm going to move it forward, bite off more than I can chew because you can make it, and stretch your wings, jump, because you're going to go farther and faster than you thought you would, Pisces. So take the momentum of this Aquarius moon and just boom. But you got to not be afraid to do it. I don't want to say don't be afraid. You're still going to be afraid. But you got to know and love yourself enough to say, you know what? Now or never. Go. You have the 3 of Earth. Allow people to help you. Allow people to assist you. You might be thinking, what's that story when the guy's like on a roof and there's a flood and he's like, God, help me. And there's a boat. Let me help you. And he's like, no, I'm waiting for God. And then like a plane comes, like, let me help you. And the guy's like, no, I'm waiting for God. And then like he drowns and he's in heaven. He's like, I called you. He's like, I sent you a boat. I sent you a plane. The universe is going to work through people, Pisces. So take the help. Someone's like, you need to move out. I need a roommate. You want that job? Hey, I know someone who's offering it. The universe is moving you through people. So work collectively. Know that this house is being sent by the divine. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes, because you really are building momentum and not alone. You're very supported, Pisces, and people see your worth and they see your value, and that's why they're here. And the universe sees it too. The 9 of Swords, you just got to watch your thoughts. Because you're going to try to your ego is going to try to sabotage you, keep you stuck, keep you still, keep you afraid, what ifs, and whatever you focus on, you manifest. The universe doesn't care. It just gives you what you dominantly focus on. So watch your thoughts, Pisces. Don't be like, well, see, this happened again. Well, were you thinking about it for 18 hours a day that it might happen? No wonder. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So surrender that stress. Say like, okay, nope. I always say cancel, clear, delete. Like cancel, clear, delete. I surrender it up. I choose this. And you might have to do it 500 times the first few days, but then it gets easier and it moves forward, guys. Do your best to decompress. There's just a lot of emotional and mental stress. You're going to do beautifully. You do, you jump, you move, you say yes to that help, and you're going to get from 0 to 100, guys. 0 to 100. Every time that voice wants to come up, I want you to look at it objectively, assess it, and be like, I see you. And I know at some point in my life, you tried to protect me and you tried to help me. I get it, fear. You tried to keep me safe, but now you're just keeping me back. So I respect it. Thank you for the role that you played. I hear you. I'm going to put you to the side and I'm going to keep going. And I'm good. This is what I'm choosing. A belief is only a thought you keep thinking. To think something different, Pisces. You got to plant that subconscious. I hope that serves you guys. If you guys would like extended readings, I'll put my link down below, or a healing session. It's a good time. If you guys are looking for, anything else manifesting, give me a message. My link, I'm going to post that. Otherwise, have a beautiful new moon in Aquarius, guys. Incredible shifts, movements. It's going to be great. I'm so happy, guys. Deep breaths. Remember to cleanse, to clear, to ground. It's just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. I hope this serves you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful new week. And I'll see you guys next week for whatever it is I decide to do, reading or something else. I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye.